Good morning, everybody. This is Robert from RJL 518. And today, at this moment, I'm about to try a little Q school. And the reason why I'm calling this a Q school, which of course is qualifying school for the PGA tournament, for the PGA Tour, this isn't a Q school for the players that I'm about to try to use in this game. This is a Q school for me. So I got to see if I qualify in order to continue to see if I qualify playing this game that I just got. This is History Maker Golf. We're gonna do the first rounds of the tournament, which is 1s, 2, and 3. I've been watching Earl at Tabletop Baseball Plus and how he's doing it. I thought the way he was doing it was very acceptable and satisfying. So I'm gonna try to knock it out his way, utilizing some of the cards that he creates on his own. And this is going to be, I got the base set only. I have more on the way, but with the base set, I figured I have at least some good players here and some good cards. We're going to be playing a exhibition tournament. And this is going to be at the Palm and Orchid Golf Club in Kapalua, Hawaii, according to play.com. Of course, I can't use the actual names of the courses. This is really the Kapalua Plantation Course, where the Century Tournament of Champions is held, usually in January in Hawaii on the PGA Tour. Hyundai was known as also Hyundai Tournament of Champions. It was also known as the now it's known as the Century Tournament of Champions. So, if anybody is watching me do this here, whether now or on a tape delay and I'm making mistakes, please let me know in the comments so I know not to do it again. We utilize the History Maker Golf Championship tournament such and whatever, which we'll be using here, as you can see. And of course, we use the first 2 rounds in all golfers. And we shall have a look and see what happens with that. And I'll keep this I'm going to keep this to the side. And usually this kind of thing, taking care of the tournament, usually takes about maybe less than an hour or so. I've already shuffled the cards. These cards, I'll be honest with you, from play, they are so difficult to pick up and shuffle and such. So I ordered a whole bunch of sleeves. Card sleeves for the players and for the courses. They'll be easier to maneuver because unfortunately I have very smooth hands and they are just not easy to, not easy to grasp a hold of and shuffle sometimes. So, and plus the ink on the cards, I don't want them to get worn out. So I got some sleeves and such coming in. I'll probably have them in about a week or so. These are excess blank cards from Payoff Pitch Baseball. Got a lot of these, so I can use these for other things, including, of course, where to set the kind of thing. Just a cheap way of doing it. No need to go extravagant on these kind of things. So this is the 2000 set that comes with the base game. This includes with players like, of course, Tiger Woods, Mickelson, Mark O'Meara, Vijay Singh, from the 2000s. And this is what came with the base set. It comes with 2 courses, as I showed in my unboxing. Palm and Orchid Golf Course was the Plantation Course at Kapalua. And then, of course, it comes with Champions Course, which, of course, is Augusta National. I want to use Kapalua Plantation. Simple reason is Augusta National is such a special course. I really want to save that for something major. But for this course here, it's an easier course. It's an easier course here, Kapalua Plantation, Palm and Orchid. I want to use this for this tournament. So I'm hoping I get to do this right. So this is, of course, we'll not be using these cards in this video here. Today I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can get the tournament right, cards right, special perks and all that, and and we'll use these cards when we actually do the 12 rounds. It is an exhibition tournament, so I'll probably start the leaders at the 10th hole, and everybody else will be, pretty much all the way through, most of the halfway through. Major, if it was a major, I'd probably start the entire, I would do the complete round, but in a minor tournament, we'll just do, you know, in the middle. So enough chatting. Let's see what we can do here. Here is the dice being used. The decider die, of course, is put to the side for now. We just use these dice. And we do a making the cut. So it says shuffle all the cards of participating golfers. If there's more than 100 golfers, we found birds back divided into stacks. And shuffle separately. It might help to think about it. Half the stack is the morning group. The other half is the afternoon group. All right, so here is, we'll go ahead and do take about half the stack here. So this will be the afternoon group. What I really want to do is I really want to just go ahead and do it this way. So I know it's all equal. I said these cards are just so slippery that when I get the sleeves, I know you can probably just eyeball stacks, I was told, but I rather do it this way so I know that each stack is pretty even. With the same amount of golfers. Just so slippery. Now, very smooth hands. Small hands, too. My hands aren't that big for a 51-year-old guy like me. So, let's see how well I did it. Oh, okay, one card left. We'll throw that back in the afternoon stack. All right, so here are our 8 stacks of golfers, and let's see how this turns out. And like I said, if anybody joins me here, just help me out a little bit if I'm making mistakes on this section of during the tournament. I'm not, Earl at Tabletop Baseball Plus is an expert at this, so he knows how to do these things. He has created a couple extra charts and such. This is my first time doing this, so please be gentle if possible. So divide the morning stack into 8 more or less equal-sized smaller decks. Place face down on the table. Stacks will be roughly equal, but there's no need to count cards. Then for each of the 8 stacks, roll 2 dice and read them in ascending order based on making the cut chart. So we have, as I said, we have this cut chart right here. I'll be using this. And I can bring this close by so I can read it. So we roll the first dice for a stack number 1. And that is a 56. And it says draw 1 golfer and choose top 5 remaining golfers. So draw 1 golfer. I'm actually just going to draw the top, make it easy, and it's going to be Michael Campbell. Michael Campbell made the cut, and then the top 5 remaining golfers. So 1, 2, 4, 5. Actually, so 5. There are 5 golfers here. So top 5 remaining golfers. So 4B, 5B, 4B Langer, 3B KG Choi, Camila Villegas, and Mickelson. So top 5 remaining golfers. So Mickelson makes the cut. Next up is KJ Choi makes the cut. 4B Bernard Langer makes the cut. And Villegas makes the cut. Woody Austin, I don't think he does. It says, let's say here, choose top 5 remaining golfers. So yeah, the whole pack makes the cut there. Top 5 because he was the 5th, so he makes the cut there. So he goes into the making the cut pile. I got a better idea here. Let's make it a little bit more uniform, and we'll see how this works. Okay, there we go. Put that here as made the cut. All right. Next roll here is a 15. Draw 4 golfers and choose top remaining golfers. So draw 4 golfers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys already made the cut. Adam Scott, Paul Casey, Rory Sabatini, and Angel Cabrera. And Choose top remaining golfer. So Fred Couples, Zach Johnson, David Toms. Toms is in, and that's sad. Fred Couples and Zach Johnson didn't make it. They miss it. They are out of there. Okay, the next one here is a 22 drop. Top 2 golfers only. Okay, so Ian Poulter, Darren Clark. So these guys missed the cut. We'll see who they are here. Howell Westwood, Tim Herron, Paul Azinger. They are out of it. They didn't make it here. Okay. Next one is a 25 and says draw 3 golfers. Choose top 2 remaining golfers. So 3 golfers. Trevor Immelman, Nicholas Fast, Colin Montgomery. They make the cut. Now, top 2 remaining golfers. That are remaining 4 here. So let's see. Dudley Hart, 5C. Kenny Perry, Jim Furyk, and Charles Howell III. So these guys don't make it. So Kenny Perry and Furyk can make the cut. Bears Den, there you go. How you going there? Sports Time Machine Bears Den, how you did? Happy Gilmore make the cut. Don't know yet. Don't know. Not quite yet there, guys. I'm trying this out for the first time, so I'm just hoping I'm doing it right. Okay. This is just going to be the tournament cutting rounds 1, 2, and 3. I'll probably do the final round tomorrow and make sure I do this right. If I'm making mistakes, please let me know. And good to have you here. Welcome. All right, so we're just making the cut right now and see who's injured, who's outstanding. We're playing the. I'm just using the set that came with the base game, which was the 2000 set. It's only about 100 golfers. About 100 golfers. And the course I'm going to use is going to be the Palm and Orchid Golf Course in Kapalua, which is the plantation course at Kapalua. I've already ordered more stuff, so I've just after playing a couple of rounds, quick stroke rounds. I wanted to see if I can get it, see if I put by myself as how easy it actually is to play, and of course I'll make mistakes and such. So, but I'm just going to see how it's going. And so far, by the way, concerning the hurricane, the cone has moved a little bit further east to us, but we're still going to get some of this tonight. As far as payoff pitch baseball, so I'm probably still going to do that early afternoon just to make sure. Maybe about 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock for tonight's Yankees-White Sox game. Anyway, this is History Maker Golf. Saw it being played, and a lot of people are telling me it is the best of the History Maker season, although a lot of people swear by the History Maker baseball. I just wanted to get this because I love the game of golf. So let's go to the next stack, and that is a 16. So 16 says draw 5 golfers, choose top remaining golfer. So we draw 5 golfers. So Sean O'Hare, Marco Mira, Rocco Mediate, Shigeki Maruyama, and Jesper Parnevik. They are in. They make the cut. And choose top remaining golfer out of these 2, which is Robert Carlson and Carl Peterson. So Carlson will make and he misses the cut. Next one is a 25 that says draw 3 golfers, choose top 2 remaining golfers. So draw 3 golfers. So Scott Verplank, Sean McKeel, and Paul McGinley. They are automatically made the cut. And then it says choose top 2 remaining golfers. Allenby, Glover, Triplett, Mayfair. So Lucas Glover and Kirk Triplett, they say there's a tie between the 2. Both go in. So they make the cut, and Mayfair did not. Price is wrong. The thing about History Maker, create a card and put yourself in the game. Yeah, that's right. Price is wrong. Price is wrong, Bob. Price is wrong, Bob. I don't get that. I might have to get a Subway sandwich. Okay. The thing about History Maker, you can create a card and put yourself in the game. Yes, you can. And you can create your own courses. I've also ordered the book. I've also ordered the guide how to do that as well. Happy Gilmore. Oh, Happy Gilmore line. Okay, sorry. I haven't watched that movie in so long. Utah Mike, I completely forgot the line. It's been a long time since I saw that. Might have to get a Subway sandwich. Yeah. All right, the next stack. Let's see how this goes. And that is a 56. I've already had that. Draw one golfer and choose top 5 remaining golfers. Okay, so the one golfer that gets drawn is Chris DeMarco. So he's in there. Now we choose the top 5 remaining golfers. It pretty much is going to be, there are 6 golfers left in this stack. So probably everybody, but we'll see. Tom Pernice, Freddie Jacobson, Nick O'Hearn, Aaron Baddeley, Retief Goosen's in there, and Scott Hoke. So that is, so 5A, so 2A is in, the 4Bs are in, the 5A is in, and yeah, so everybody makes it. Little short on the stacks because there were only about 100 golfers in the 2000s line. I also ordered the 2019-20 seasons. I'm going to get all the seasons. And then probably what I'll do is I'll put together one big major season with using only the best cards from doubles. Best cards from the doubles and such. So there's usually 150 golfers in the season. So it's like missing 50 golfers. One of the reasons why some of the little bit. So here is the final stack of the morning round. And that is a 36. And it says draw 3 golfers, choose top 3 remaining golfers. Okay. So the 3 golfers that are in is Alex Cheka, Shingo Katayama, and Steve Elkington. And I do follow golf, so I know who all these players are. All right, now it says choose the 36 top 3 remaining golfers. So there's only 4 left in this set. So 5C, Lee Jansen. 1A, Tiger's in there, of course. What's a tournament without my boy Tiger Woods? And he is my favorite golfer, my favorite new golfer. Jack Nicklaus was my favorite older golfer. And when I get him, it's gonna be fun to do. I would love to do a Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus match play. John Rollins is a 5B, so right now he's in there, and Kevin Sutherland. So Woods, Rollins, and Sutherland make the cut. Jansen does not. And that's it for the morning round. So now we do the next stack. As I said, I got sleeves coming through to put all these cards into sleeves and the courses. They're just not easy to shuffle and really not easy to hold on to. So let's go ahead and get these all nice and neatened up. So these guys made the cut here at Kapalua Plantation. These guys missed it, so they are out of it. Put them above here. Nobody's injured. Nobody's outstanding so far. All right, so how you guys doing today? I hope everyone's okay. These cards are so slippery. I'll get my sleeves probably next week sometime. I'm only going to get sleeves for the golf game because these cards are so so slippery. I'm not getting sleeves for any of my payoff pitch stuff. The cards for payoff pitch are strong. They are tough. They can take punishment, and they're going to last. And they'll last forever since they're made out of that special cardboard style. It was nice to see Earl get Appa. A little disappointed he didn't go with payoff pitch, but that's okay. Appa will be just fine. Appa's an excellent system. He'll like it. Plays very quickly. I thought he would go with payoff pitch. Payoff pitch, of course, is cheaper, and they got the best card quality around. Yeah, it's not going to miss us completely. We're still going to get a taste of it. Unfortunately, We're still going to get a taste of the hurricane. We are going to see tropical storm force winds here. That is pretty much a gimme. But that's pretty much a gimme. But we'll see what happens as it moves past. It's slowed down. It has slowed down a little bit. It's not moving as fast as it was. It's now moving at 12 miles an hour. So now it's going to be around for a while longer. It was when it was first moving, was moving about over 20 miles an hour. That was a fast storm. Somewhere between 10 to 15 miles an hour is kind of normal speed. Somewhere between 10 to 15 is about normal. Anything slower than 10 is considered a slow storm. All right, let's go to the next. This is the afternoon group. Let's see how this will work. And that is a 1-4. And it says draw 3 golfers, choose top remaining outstanding golfer. Okay. So it says draw 3 golfers. So Nick Price, Ben Crane, and Jeff Schluman to make the cut. Now choose the top outstanding golfer. So we see who that is. John Cook, probably not. Chad Campbell, probably not. Ben Curtis, definitely not. Yeah, Chad Campbell is an outstanding golfer. So he will go to here. An outstanding. And these guys make the cut. Kapalua Plantation Course is actually an easy course. It says to utilize the score from the last scheduled event, which was last year. And 14 under par was the score for that course. So it actually is an easy course, Kapalua Plantation. Big wide greens. A little tricky with the wind sometimes, though. A little tricky with the wind. Okay. Next roll, we have a 1-4. It's going to be, again, draw 3 golfers and choose top outstanding golfer. So Steve Flesh, Pat Perez, and Jerry Kelly will make the cut. And now another outstanding golfer, Jay Haas, David Duval. David Duval's still in it. And yeah, David Duval is going to be outstanding. So he's going to have a good tournament. All right, cool. These guys are out. Did not make the cut. Next one here. That is a 1-6. And it says draw 5 golfers and choose top remaining golfer. And I think that's everybody on the stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everybody goes in. So the whole stack makes the cut. It'll be Joe Durant, Justin Leonard, Brian Davis, Jeff Ogilvy, Tim Clark, and Luke Donald. So everybody makes the cut out of that stack. Next one here. That is a 4-5. That's a draw 1 golfer, choose top 4 remaining golfers. So pretty much, I can already tell how it works is that this usually tells you how many top golfers are going to be. Well, the 4, the 1, the 2, the 3 just tells you how many golfers are going to be in there. I can see how this works. All right, so it's a 45. So draw 1 golfer, which is going to be the top, and that is Corey Pavin. He will make the cut. And now it says draw top 4 remaining golfers. Well, we have 5 here. So as far as course architect or course, you're asking a course architect. I'll tell you, Jack Nicklaus's courses are excellent. Robert Trent Jones is excellent. They are excellent course architects. My favorite course of all time is Pebble Beach. I think that's, in my opinion, that's the most beautiful course on planet Earth. And then the 18th hole is the most beautiful hole in golf. Nothing like a par 5, where on one side is a beautiful course with a tree in the middle of the fairway, and then on the other side, the beautiful rockiness of Monterey Beach with the sand and the ocean. Most beautiful hole in golf. And I'm not remember, there's every hole in golf pretty much is beautiful. So let's see what we got here. This is what, a 45. So this was a draw 1 golfer. So Jonathan Bird will make the cut. And then it says top 4 remaining golfers. So let's see. 3C. So Thomas Bjorn gets in there. Bob Estes probably will get in there. Sergio Garcia's in there. And Henrik's. Everybody. The whole stack gets in. So yeah. So favorite. So Pebble Beach. Augusta National is gorgeous. I like Harbortown Golf Links. Beautiful 18th hole with the lighthouse in the background. The 17th here at Tournament Players Club at Sawgrass with the Island Green. There's a beautiful course called Coeur d'Alene, which is in Idaho, and it's got another Island Green, Coeur d'Alene, beautiful course. St. Andrews, one of the oldest courses on planet Earth, beautiful course, long, big stretching fairways. You know, they're all gorgeous. They're all gorgeous courses. They're really, that's why I like golf so much. Not because I can't play a lick of it. I mean, I went to go play a play, and I can caddy. Actually, I can actually do caddying. I've caddying for golfers before. I can caddy. I can read greens and such. I'm able to do it pretty decently. But as far as swinging the club, I went ahead. And the guy went ahead and told me, he said, here, take this. And I said, what am I supposed to do with, he hands me a driver. And I said, what am I supposed to do with this? And he said, you hit the ball with it. So, oh, I hit the ball. Okay. But I went ahead and hit the ball, just hit the driver on top of the ball. And I said, did I win? And he looked at me and said, go get the bag. I said, yes, sir. But the reason why I like golf so much really is because of the golf course architecture. Tens of thousands of courses on planet Earth. I mean, tens of thousands. Not one of them are alike. They're all different in terms of green undulation, fairway, bunkers, trees, water. Not one course anywhere on planet Earth is the same. A course I got a course here in Pompano Beach at Palm Air and tournament and TPC at Deer. Where they used to play the Mazda Classic at tournament at Deer Creek, which was right here in Deerfield Beach at Deer Creek. That course is different from Augusta National, as that course is different from Royal Troon in Britain, or Royal Melbourne, okay, or St. Andrews. It's beautiful. They are beautiful, and I love looking at the pictures of golf courses. They're always made well. Next stack here. Let's see what we get for this, and that is a 1-3. That is draw 2 golfers. So Calcavecchia and Tway will make it and choose top remaining golfer. So let's see who it is. So that's a 5C. I don't think he'll make it. 4C beats him. 3C beats Mayhem, Jimenez, and M.A. Jimenez will get in there. So these guys are just the cut. Brother lives in Coeur d'Alene. There's a prairie of beauty, but did not realize that a golf course like that. They do. Take a look at Coeur d'Alene. What? Where's payoff pitch? That will be later today. DJ John, by the way, welcome. I'm probably going to play that game a little early as I got a hurricane bearing down on us. So I'll probably get that game in between the Yankees and the White Sox tonight. I'll probably get that game in later. Probably not. So hold your horses. This is golf, and I like golf. Next stack is a 46, and that is a draw 1 golfer and top 4 remaining golfers. So we draw the 1 golfer. So Stuart Sink is in there. And now top 4 remaining golfers. So Soren Kjeldsen, Olafable, Fred Funk, Rod Pampling's a 4B, and Padraig Harrington. So top 4 remaining golfers. So pretty much everybody, right? Yeah. So everybody makes the cut out of the stack. Yeah, we're ready for it, DJ John. It's supposed to skirt. Last advisory had it skirting our coast. The cone did move a little further east. So where I live, Broward County is no longer in the cone. But I live right on the Broward County, Palm Beach County line. I live in Pompano Beach, Deerfield. So we're right on the line. We're still going to get nasty weather. We're still, because the court, even though the cone we're no longer in the concern, we're still going to get tropical storm force winds here, no matter what. And hopefully, and now the hurricane was supposed to be hitting us late tonight. Now it might not be hitting us till tomorrow morning since it slowed down. Stack number 7. See what happens here. 33, and that is just a draw 3 golfers. So 1, 2, 3. So Justin Rose, Aaron Oberholzer, and Soren Hansen make it. So they're in the cut. Who didn't make it? Davis Love didn't get there. Stricker, Ames, and Steve Lowry. Okay, so these guys didn't make the cut. Final stack. Hope I'm doing this right. So if anybody knows more about it than me, if you're a fan of college football, I love college football, period. I love all college football. Okay. College football I love better than pro. Now, of course, you know me here. You got this. You see, I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. Yes, I love my Dolphins when it comes to the NFL. They don't love me, but I love the Miami Dolphins, always have and always will. College football, since I live down here near Miami, of course, I do root for the Miami Hurricanes. I was once in the United States Navy, so I'm a big Navy fan. But I'll tell you the truth, I can watch any college football game. It doesn't matter who's playing. So I will be excited for a game between Alabama versus Auburn, Oklahoma, Texas, USC, UCLA, Notre Dame, Michigan, Ohio State, Clemson, Florida State. I'll be excited for those games, and I'll still be excited for a game between Akron versus Western Michigan, Troy versus Arkansas State. I just love college football, and I love small conference college football as well, because you got to know even the small conferences. That's where some of the great ones that come from. Excuse me, Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, he was not from a big name school. Okay. Carson Wentz, North Dakota State. I mean, really, 1AA. So. You know what I mean? But I love college football. So I'm very disappointed already that a lot of great college football out-of-conference games were already canceled. I was really looking forward to Michigan versus Washington. That was going to be a fun game in week 1. Alabama versus USC. Oregon State was going to play Oklahoma State. Like I said, I don't care. Walter Payton, like you said, Walter Payton, Jackson State. I don't care. I'll watch college football when it's college football season. I'm watching college football, whether I have it on the background or I have it on my TV. And of course, if it's a big game, I'm usually sitting in front of in big game. I'm expecting to play. Of course, the best conference in college football is the SEC. That goes without saying. The Southeastern Conference is the best. All right, but I just love college football, so I'm a fan of everybody. The only team there is a team I can't stand. Kind of like the Yankees, which I really can't stand in Major League Baseball. But the team I can't stand in college football is Notre Dame. Can't stand the alumni. I can't stand Notre Dame. But do I watch Notre Dame football? Absolutely, because they always get the best games there. Final stack, 33. And this is again, draw 3 golfers. So Brad Faxon is in there. Graham McDowell is in there. And Mike Weir is in there. Mike Weirdo, he's in there as well. So these guys are in. And who didn't make the cut? Lauren Roberts, Anders Hansen. Ernie Els didn't make the cut. Ouch. And Vijay Singh. Oh, boy. All right. So, okay. So that's it. So we only have 2 outstanding golfers. So that's rounds 1 and 2, pretty much. All right. Okay, so that's it for that. All right, so these are the guys that made the cut. We have 2 outstanding, Chad Campbell and David Duval. You're going to a stack. These guys here, I guess, get reshuffled as the made the cut stack. A lot easier to shuffle these cards when I get the I knew you were going to say Notre Dame, my fave besides UCLA. I'm on the left coast. That's a school I'm really waiting for to get back to it. I'm sorry. One of the biggest rivalries on the West Coast, actually the biggest rivalry on the West Coast, is USC versus UCLA. Okay? I always loved watching that game. Unfortunately, UCLA and USC have had such issues lately, and they have just not been as strong. That rivalry has lost a lot of its luster. You know, really. Bring back that era in Notre Dame. Let me tell you something. One of my favorite games to watch early in the days was Notre Dame versus Penn State. That was a huge rivalry. Notre Dame, Penn State was always fun to watch every single year. But, Notre Dame, and of course, Notre Dame is now going to play in the ACC, which I think is ridiculous. Notre Dame does not belong in the Atlantic Coast Conference. They belong in the Big Ten because that's where they are at South Bend, Indiana. They belong in the Big Ten geographically. But why does Notre Dame not want to play in the Big Ten? Because they know they get their butts whooped. So Notre Dame's going to play in the ACC. Great. You get to play Wake Forest, Boston College, Louisville, Syracuse, Pittsburgh, Miami, North Carolina State. Wow. They'll go ahead. They'll go ahead, all right, and play in the ACC, which is right now the weakest of the Power Five conferences. They don't want to play in the Big Ten where they play against Ohio State, Michigan, Michigan State, Iowa, Northwestern, okay, Penn State, Wisconsin. Why? Because they know Notre Dame would get their butts whipped every week. In the Big Ten, Notre Dame would probably finish with the way Notre Dame has been lately, and they've not been that strong. And they really have not been that strong. I really don't think they're that great a team. They still recruit very well. Notre Dame. Well, it depends if they're going to be put. If they're put in the if they're going to be put in the ACC West, okay, they got to schedule Clemson. They're going to be in their same division, so they have to, and that's where they belong. I don't put them in the Atlantic, not ACC West, ACC Atlantic. You're not going to put them in the Coastal. They don't belong in the Coastal Division. So they want to join the ACC because they know they have a better chance of winning that conference than they do the Big Ten, because they know Notre Dame, they know Ohio State, Michigan State, and Wisconsin will give them a major headache. But sure, go ahead and schedule Wake Forest, North Carolina State. Come on, people. All right, I guess I'm getting off kilter here. So now let's go ahead and re-put these guys here. I'm pretty sure anybody who's watching this is tuning in for History Maker Golf, but this is, channel keeps on flickering. That's my camera. Dig that NBC exclusive contract. No, not that I know of. I don't think that contract would ever run out. NBC gets a lot of money from Notre Dame football. Trevor Lawrence reminds me of the quarterback from Denzel Washington. Remember the Titans? I'll be honest with you. Trevor Lawrence is still going to be the number one draft choice in the next NFL draft, period, whether a college football season is played or not. But I will say this. He was exposed a little bit by LSU in the championship game. That LSU team, maybe the best. Maybe I don't know if I would. I want to say maybe the best ever, but I like to put my 2001 Miami Hurricanes defense against that offense. That would be one hell of a game. I know how many points that the last year's LSU team will put up. I know how many points they'll put up, but I also know how many points will not be allowed by that Miami Hurricane defense of 2001. Ed Reed, Sean Taylor. And that offense could put up points too. Friggin' Ken Dorsey, Willis McGahee. Let me tell you something. That LSU team would have a lot of headache with that Miami team. I don't know if Miami would beat them, but it would be one heck of a football game. All right, let's see if I do the third round right. So third round, golfers who made the cut. To conduct the third round of the tournament, the cards of the golfers who made the cut will be arranged in 7 new final round stacks. The cards of any outstanding golfers will comprise an 8 stack. Spread out the grade cards in a row, left to right from A+, descending to B-. As was the case with the making the cut round, you'll go through each of the stacks individually, rolling 2 dice and following the text from the third round chart. Some golfers assigned to the A-level groups will also be given tourney day perks or issues. You can roll for those as part of the final round staging process, which is right here. All right. So these cards are now put away. So we put those aside. And this is the miss the cuts. These go back in the bag. Back in the bag that I was using for these guys. Geez, so much flicker. That's because I'm actually using light from the... Yeah, let's turn on the main light anyway. Okay. So now we utilize these cards here. And the C&D college football game to broadcast. That's the problem. And Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike told me there really is not a good one I can actually put on this desk. I was looking at second season from play. I don't like the game mechanics. Stratomatic board won't fit, and I don't like Stratomatic's football system. Way too random. Okay, there really isn't one. So for college football, I'll probably be doing action. I would do action PC football, which I have the action game. I have all the college football seasons for action, as well as all the baseball seasons for action. The problem I have with one of the reasons, but the thing is, I don't want to go back to PC sports for a while. I find AIs to be wonky, gamey, and sometimes I just don't trust it. I really just don't trust it. I just don't trust the AIs anymore in PC sports games. They get gamey and wonky. We want to say it's a simulation. Yeah, okay. It's still a game. It's not a full simulation. It's a game, and they have to make it playable so you enjoy it, which I understand. I'm a big fan. I have Out of the Park baseball. I have Action PC baseball. Those are the 2 best baseball games, in my opinion, you can get. Action for replays, Out of the Park for management. For management, they're awesome. But when you play the game out on Out of the Park baseball, the AI just somehow gets these rallies, seems to shut me down. I have a better team by far, and I can't win a championship because the gaming AI just becomes gamey. Action PC baseball, I think, is a better replay system. But even then, it's still. I've even seen Action PC baseball get gamey. So that's why I went to cards and dice for now. I'll still use Out of the Park. I used Out of the Park to get my rosters for the 1994 restart and for the 1921 game replay that I've been doing. Lee Anthony hasn't done any Yankee games lately. I think he may be taking a break, which is fine. I'm not going ahead of him. I can wait. All right, so let's see if we can do this here for History Maker Golf. All right, so completed the third round. So now we roll the dice again. And that is a 1-5. So draw golfer contends with A. Okay, out of the first stack. So top golfer contends with an A and gets placement and a roll on the tourney day perks and issues chart. Okay, so that's Nick O'Hearn. He has an A, and he gets, I'll use a chip, since he gets a roll in the perks chart. Although I don't have to use that, and I might not really use it in my first tournament. But I'll put a chip on there, knowing he gets a roll in the tourney day perks chart. Perks. So draw golfer. Top golfer contends with A-. So top golfer now. So we got to find the top golfer. 5C, 5B, 4B, 5B. Actually, wait. Okay, so wait a minute. So 4B is top right now. 4A is now top. 5C, 5B, 5B. M.A. Jimenez is now top, and Luke Donald beats him. So Luke Donald, so top golfer contends with A minus. So Luke Donald is an A minus, and the rest of the golfers finished with a C plus. All right. Felt the same about any Joe PA defense would give Joe Burrow fits, and I'm at Penn State with John Carter got screwed in the national championship. Yep. I thought the same about Strat PC, thinking away a game could get this game. I rolled my own dice and had some incredible endings, so it wasn't the PC. See, that's a Strat. See, Strat PC, I have that as well. I actually have that game as well. This goes into C minus, so they're actually out of it. I think when I do a full season tournament, I'll probably do Grand Prix standings, Grand Prix, but not worry about that. It's just an exhibition. Yeah, Strat PC. Strat PC, I have as well. I have the 2017. I've never upgraded it since then. Not that I have any issue with Strat PC as much because it uses the dice, but even I feel sometimes the dice go a strange way. You're still, even though it's supposed to be completely 100% random, I don't know. And since I really don't like the Strat PC engine that much, even board game, where it's rolled off the hitter's card or the pitcher's card. That's why I chose PC payoff pitch. Payoff pitch, 95% of your die rolls use pitcher and batter. The only time it really doesn't is when it's got to be a rare play or it rolls off the defense or the defense. Or defense or defense play. Or ballpark, and even the ballpark, it still uses the batter. Okay, defense is the only one that really it doesn't, because it doesn't matter what the batter. It all depends on what it is, and then of course the fast action cards that I use decide to get it straight. So no, Strat PC, since it uses the Strat board engine, don't like it. So the pitcher rolls. Okay, it's a 3-8. It's a strikeout. Well, great. The batter didn't get a chance. That's why I have issues. Inside pitch, I like inside pitches, although they're also the same way. But inside pitch sometimes just uses the pitcher card only, and the batter doesn't get a swing. Payoff pitch, swing the batter. Payoff pitch, the batter, the pitcher pitches, the batter swings at it. That's how it works. That's why I like Joe Bryan's system, and it's gonna do a little updating to it. I heard in the next later for the year. All right, let's go on. A 66. Let's see. Top golfer contends with B plus. Top golfer. All right, so we got to find the top golfer. Contends with B plus. So right now that's Rocco Mediate. Sean Hare don't beat him. Tom Lehman can join him. Nope, he's beaten by Justin Rose. Tiger Woods is in there. He makes it and automatically already know that. But a B plus, so he's back. So Tiger Woods is back there. All right. We already know he's the top golfer because there's only one 1A in this whole deck, and that's Tiger Woods. He's the best golfer in the deck. Low golfer finishes with D minus, other finishes with C. So it really doesn't matter. I can probably just doesn't matter who I put in A minus and such. So they're all going to go into C. So these guys are out. Starting the 77 MLB season using Strat and payoff pitch combo. Unsung PL Biz using Strat. That's cool. That sounds good. Utilizing Strat. The one thing, Tony Cards and Dice, CP Cards and Dice, he's been playing a Seaver. He's been playing a Tom Seaver. He's been playing a Tom Seaver replay, and he's done it with APA, and he's done it with Stratomatic. Now he wants to do it with payoff, and now he's doing it with payoff pitch, trying to see who's the most accurate. You know what? I'm sick and tired of accuracy. What game is the most fun? What game is maybe the closest to real baseball? Do we want players? Do we want accuracy? Yeah, sure. We don't want a guy that bats 143 for a season suddenly bat 324. Okay, that's not accurate. Yeah, we understand that. Close enough, is good enough for me. But if you want a complete 100% statistical accuracy, why even play? Why even do a replay? Because the teams that won are going to be the teams that won. That's all. See how this stack turns out. That is a 45. Draw golfer, contends with an A-, and he gets a perk. So that's Sergio Garcia. So he gets a perk. So we'll give him a chip. Give him a red one, doesn't matter which one. And top golfer contends with an A. So now we find the top golfer. Price. He's a top golfer right now. He's tied with him. He's not. Adam Scott, just remove those, kick those guys out. He's out. He's out. Oh, Mike Weirdo. He's in there. Top golfer comes with an A. So he is here with Nick O'Hearn, Garcia, and Garcia. And the rest on a 45 finish with a D+. So they go here. All right. Love your rants this morning. Take care, DJ John. If you catch my game later, that's awesome. If you can't, watch it on a replay. It'll be there. Stay safe and healthy and smart. All right, next stack. That is a 1-6. Draw golfer contends with an A- and a perk. And that is Phil Mickelson. So he has that. And take a chip. I'm not sure there are enough chips, but we'll see. So Phil Mickelson has a perk if I want to use it. Don't know. Maybe for his first tournament, I might not do it. All right. And that's a D. These are D+. All right. So that's a 1-6. So top golfer contends with an A. All right. So top golfer. Bjorn's a 3C right now is top. Retief Goosen kicks him out. Darren Clark not going to get in. Stuart Sink's not going to get in. Montgomery. That's it. So Retief Goosen has an A. Contends with an A. And the others finish with a D+. So these guys are out. All right. You had an action PC playing on which July had 4 players. Bench Perez, Aaron Killebrew over 50 home runs. Yeah, as I said, even though I think it's best for replays, but even the AI for that gets a little gamey. I don't know. I don't know, Bears Den. Like I said. Next stack. 35. Draw golfer contends with A. KJ Choi. All right, he's in there. And then it says top golfer finishes with A-. Aaron Baddeley, McGinley, Ian Poulter is now top golfer. Chris DeMarco's with him at a 3B. Kenny Perry's with him with a 3B. Scott Verplank's with him with a 3B. 4A, 5B. So these 4, Poulter, DeMarco, Perry, and Verplank, are all in it. So 35. They are at an A-. So they are with these guys. And these guys, 35, contend with a B. So they go here. I'll move this over to here because that's the D+ stack. But it really doesn't matter. If they're a D, I'm only doing exhibition. I'm not really keeping stats for the golfers that don't make it in. But right. So next stack here. That's a 36. Top golfer contends with an A-. And that's Tom Pernice. Oh no, I'm sorry, wrong top golfer. So I gotta find the top golfer. So it's not Pernice, that's a draw. Scott Hoke, Michael Campbell, Oberholzer, Funk, Jim Furyk. Jim Furyk has an A-, so he's in the group there. And low golfer finishes with D-, other finishes with C, but that doesn't matter. So it's a C on that. Where's that? A C what? 36, C-. Okay, so they go here. All right. Next stack. Almost done. Mostly me talking made this an hour. If I just went ahead and just straight did it, I would have been done with it maybe about 40 minutes. That's okay. I don't mind talking to you guys. After all, this is what it's all about. 56. Draw. Golfer contends with A-. Steve Elkington. Okay. Others finished with a D. So who didn't make it? Faxon, Stenson, Haven, Sluman, Pampling, Sutherland, Padraig Harrington. Toms didn't get in. Sabatini, and neither did Tway. Okay. D's. And finally, the outstanding golfers. And that is a 56 again. Draw. Golfer contends with A-. Oh boy. Okay, so there's a 1 or a 2. In this case, I'm going to roll the decider die. Circle this one, blank this one. This one. So David Duval. He is an A-, so he's here. And although Chad Campbell was an outstanding golfer, he had a horrible third round, and he is with a D-, had a horrible third round, and that's it. Okay, so that's it there. So we go ahead and now put away the golfers that didn't make the cut, which are these guys here. So these guys are out. This is a B. Players are in B could still get in. But these guys are pretty much out, definitely out of it. So if you put the B's and all these away. All right. Final round staging. Once the golfers are divided into groups by letter grade, you're ready to set the stage for the final round of your tournament. All right. So let's take a look and see how many golfers we have here. We have 5. Might have more than 12. We're supposed to have 12, no more than 12. So 5. There goes the chip. Jeez. There's a chip. All right. All right, so it's supposed to have no more than 12 of these guys. Tiger makes a tournament. He usually does. In this pack, he probably will, unless he's in a pile that's just not a draw. The only way Tiger Woods, and if I keep on using this set all the time, which really not supposed to, these kind of players, I would mix these in with some of the other players, so create some legends in the tournament. But Tiger Woods, with this card of a 1A, he pretty much will make every single Sunday, unless he's in a pile where only the top card, where only a draw is called, and that's it. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. All right. So these are A- golfers. These are A's, and Tiger is a B+. These are B's. Placement A golfers. Any golfer with an A placement of any kind is considered to be contender. Contending golfers are given a 3-round score and will feature the HMG's hole-by-hole telecast of the final round of the tournament. To calculate the 3-round scores for all the contending golfers, use the scoring key, cross-referencing the golfer placement with the class of golf course that's being played. Each cell contains 2 results, one with a dot. Roll a decider die and use the bullet results for decider die bullet rolls. So we have to use this right here, the scoring key for contending golfers. So now we got to find out who the top 12 is. And there's 15 golfers in here, but that can be changed. So now what we do, and the scoring. Now, it also shows the scores here for the score that you would use for a previous event. As I said, Kapalua Plantation Course utilized was actually 14 under par, and that course was at 280 was a par was a 284 total par. So over 277. Okay, so you do 284. The 3-round tournament, after 3 rounds, that would be 72, 72, 72. So I believe that is 2. So there's where I got to use my calculator, I guess. I should know basic math, shouldn't I? Hope I'm doing this right. So 72, 72, 72 is 216. So 216 is the par for that course after 3 rounds. But it's over 277. So here we roll to see what the par will be. And that's where now these cards come in. And I know nobody's going to be under par, over par, at least not in this tournament. So I didn't make any pluses. So these go away for now. And let's see what we got. So let's see if we do this right. Okay, so the 5 ones here. You know, I'm not going to do the perks. Screw that. Not the first tournament. I'm not going about perks. I just want to play it and make sure I'm doing it right. And I'm sure someone who watches this will tell me what I did wrong, and that's good. So I know not to do it again wrong again. All right. So, Nick O'Hearn. So we use these guys. So Nick O'Hearn. Roll a decider die. That's a blank. So it's 212 for Nick O'Hearn. So Nick O'Hearn is at, so it's 212 is what he rolls. 216 was it. So he is 212. So he is 4 under par. I believe he's 4 under par. 212, 216, 212. Yeah, he's 4 under par. So Nick O'Hearn would be 4 under par. Sergio Garcia is also an A. That's a decider die. That's a 211. So, no, not 4 over par. Shoot, that's 6 over par. 6 under par, right? Dang. I know he's supposed to use the shots back cards, but I know if I just do it with the par, I already know what's up. So if you're 216 and you throw a 212, you're 4 under par for the tournament. And what's up? I'm live.
Do you get your money today?
Yes.
Okay, what time do you think you're going to get it? Because I need to get to the bank.
When I get done here, I'll go out. All right, so Nick O'Hearn. So 211 would be 5 under par. So, okay, so Sergio Garcia is going to be 5 under, which means that's going to be the score. That's going to be the leading score because they're an A, so that shouldn't be any. So that's going to be 5 under par. Okay, then Mike Weir. That's a blank. So that's 212. So that he's 4 under par with O'Hearn. Retief Goosen is with Sergio Garcia at 5 under. And KJ Choi is with these guys at 4 under. Okay, so these guys lead the tournament. Now an A minus. Tiger Woods might not get in, but we'll see. So now the next ones are 3 under and 2 under. Like I said, if anyone who's played this game before, if I'm doing this wrong, please let me know. All right, so now we do the A minus. So 213 or 214. So for Luke Donald, that was a blank. So that's 214. So he is 2 under. Phil Mickelson, he's 3 under. Liam Poulter, 3 under. Luke Donald, 2 under. Kenny Perry, 2 under. Scott Verplank, 3 under. Jim Furyk, 2 under. Steve Elkington, 3 under. 2 under for David Duval. So these guys are shots off the pace. And then finally, Tiger, who was a B plus, which is possible. And golfers who own placement of B or B plus are not including your telecast, but are considered to be golfing off camera and could emerge as a late contender. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Now my thing is, how do I cut that from 15 to 12? Because I just need 1 12. Well, they say you need to do 12. So Tiger's actually not in the final group, but he will be lit. But he will be somewhere, unless, of course, I could put him out there to keep track of him. But let's see what we got here. So let me check the rule book real quick. See how I cut the rules down. This was way too long. I was hoping to do this shorter, but let's see. Okay. Tournament mode will occasionally generate more than 12 contending golfers. While you're welcome to play all contenders, we recommend trimming the field to 12. This can be done by rolling any 2 dice for each of the golfers in the A- group, eliminating the golfers who with the highest, close to 66 dice rolls. For example, if you had 14 contenders, 6 of whom were in the A- group, you would roll dice for each of the 6 A- golfers, moving to the B+ group, the 2 with the highest die rolls. All right, so and the A- group is in the -4. So I actually think it would be from the -2. So I guess, not sure how you do that, but so you got 4 in the -4, got 3 in the -4 group, and so you got 4 in the -3 and 5 in the -2. So, So we got a total of what? 15, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 2 have to be removed. So we'll actually, I don't understand. Why don't I just take them out the -2 and move 2 of them out? So I guess we'll do is we take a look at here's what we do, I guess. I guess we take 2 out of well, this is out of the A- group, right? This is the A group. This is the A- group. Okay. So Jim Furyk has the highest rating. He would stay. David Duval is a 4B. So roller decided. So David Duval, 4B. His is a 22. Okay. Kenny Perry is a 35. I'm just going to go black versus black on white. So right now, Kenny Perry's highest. Chris DeMarco, 51. He's highest over Perry. And finally, Luke Donald. Luke Donald, 24. He stays. So this would be now 12. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Kenny Perry and DeMarco move into the B group with Tiger Woods. And they're going to be one under par, I believe, probably. So one under par and even. So 1 under and even. So I'll do for these guys real quick and see where they're at. So Tiger, that is B plus 215 or 216. So Tiger is a 216. So he's even par, not having that great a round. Kenny Perry is even par. Chris DeMarco is even par. So these guys are even par, but they're not in the main group. So these guys here would be it. So if I did this right, this should be the correct tournament setup for tomorrow. I'll do the rounds. I'll start with round 10 with the lead. So I'm probably halfway through the tournament. And I hope I got it. So for the tournament for this Kapalua Plantation, Retief Goosen, Sergio Garcia, Nick O'Hearn, Mike Weir, KJ Choi, Phil Mickelson, Ian Poulter, Scott Verplank, Steve Elkington, Jim Furyk, David Duval, and Luke Donald. These are your 12 golfers to see who can win this little exhibition tournament at the Kapalua Plantation. Everyone, thank you very much for joining me. Bears Den, DJ John, Sports Time Machine. Thank you for joining me for this. Went a little bit over than I thought it would, and hopefully whoever does watch this, please let me know what mistakes I made in creating the tournament. I'm not going to do the perks on this. I'm going to try to play basic to see if I can get it done right. Next time I'll do it. Thank you very much for joining me. This is Robert from RGL 518 signing off for History Maker Golf. Have a good one, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and be smart.